Our Pledge of Allegiance will be done by Dave Festus.
I pledge to allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And the national anthem was by Brass Music Elements. Next, we have the invocation with the Reverend Dr. John Adler from St. Raphael's Episcopal Church.
Thank you very much. As you can see, I'm here in two categories. This one and this one. Please join me while you're standing. Gracious, everlasting, and ever-present God, we give thanks for your presence among us this day. We are people from all walks of life, many different backgrounds, but we come together here in this place at this time to give honor and respect and thanksgiving to the service of the women and men who served in the armed forces of this country for our defense. Thank you for the blessing of your presence with us this day. We pray that you will continue to bless not only us, but also all those who will visit this memorial and offer their thanks for the service of men and women who have gone before them. We ask that you pour out your blessings on all people that are honored by this memorial and who pay homage as well. In the name of God we pray with thanksgiving. Amen.
Next, we'll have the history of the Blue Star Marker. I'd like to introduce Rosita Aristotle from the Florida Federation Garden Club, Blue and Gold Star Memorial Chairman.
Good morning. The Florida Federation of Garden Clubs parent organization is the National Garden Clubs Incorporated, which is a nonprofit educational organization founded in 1929, currently with about 165,000 members in 5,000 or so garden clubs across America. During the spring of 1954, General Eisenhower and his troops were preparing to land on the beaches of Normandy. At the same time, the garden clubs in the state of New Jersey planted 8,000 flowering dogwood trees along a 5-mile stretch of Route 22 as a living memorial tribute to the World War II veterans. One tree was planted for each person from New Jersey serving in the war at the time. The New Jersey state legislature subsequently designated this highway as the Blue Star Drive. In 1945, the National Garden Clubs embraced the idea of the New Jersey Federation by establishing its first nationwide project known as the Blue Star Memorial Highway Program. A ribbon of living memorial plantings traversing every state was envisioned, and a memorial marker was designed with approval of the U.S. Department of Defense to specifically identify the designated highways and the surrounding memorial gardens dedicated to our veterans. The program was named after the blue star in the service flag or service banner, which hung in windows of homes and businesses during World War I and II, in order to honor the men and women serving in our armed forces. The blue star, signifying hope and pride, represented a family member serving abroad. The Florida Federation of Garden Clubs, in cooperation with the Florida State Road Department, dedicated its first Blue Star Memorial Highway marker on May 30th, 1949, at the terminus of Route 1 in Key West. On March 17, 1950, a second Blue Star Memorial Highway marker was dedicated at a West Side Park just north of San Agustin. It was at this time when the entire length of Route 1 was officially designated as Florida's first Blue Star Memorial Highway. Since then, all of Florida's federal highways has been designated as Blue Star Memorials, including US 17, 19, 41, 90, and 98, to name a few. In 1951, the National Garden Clubs expanded the memorial tribute to include all those who have served, are serving, or will serve in our armed forces. In the mid-1970s, the federal government authorized the memorialization of the country's entire interstate highway system. It is not uncommon to see a Blue Star Memorial marker at rest areas or welcome centers along our nation's interstates. The need for an extension of the Blue Star Memorial Program to accommodate other than designated highways became apparent. As a result, in 1981, a smaller Blue Star Memorial Highway marker was approved by the National Garden Clubs. This marker is suitable for placing in public parks, civic and historical grounds. In 1996, another memorial marker, identical to the Blue Star Memorial Highway marker, but without the word highway, was instituted in cooperation with the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, specifically for placement at Veterans Administration facilities and national cemeteries. The Florida Federation of Garden Clubs has dedicated Blue Star Memorial markers at each of Florida's national cemeteries. And finally, in 2015, another extension of the program was approved by the National Garden Clubs and involved collaboration with America's Gold Star families. A new Gold Star Families Memorial marker was created, again with approval from the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. The Gold Star was fashioned after the Gold Star used in the service banners, which signify a family member killed while on duty. Today, there are more than 70,000 miles of officially designated Blue Star Memorial Highways nationwide, and over 3,200 markers of all types surrounded by the living memorial gardens have been dedicated since the National Garden Club's program began over 70 years ago. These include over 200 memorial markers in Florida. Let us remember today that these Blue Star Memorial markers continuously pay tribute to the sacrifices made on our behalf by the brave members of our armed forces. The markers, along with their living memorial gardens, honor our servicemen and women who fight the forces of tyranny and win victories for liberty, human dignity, and the ideals of democracy. Thank you for, thank you all for being here today.
Next, we'll have the military tribute. And would all the veterans please stand when your melody from your branch plays? Army. The Marines. The Navy. The Air Force. The Coast Guard. Aristoff, and the Florida Federation Garden Club Blue and Gold Star Memorial Chairman, and Carolyn Lowry Nation, the Florida Federation Garden Club Parliamentarian.
I'd like to take a moment and tell you about my family inside. Oldest father is William Ballard, who was a veteran of World War II. On September 28, 1944, my father, Lieutenant George Ashford's B-17 bomber, was shot down on his fourth mission over Germany. He was killed, as was all the pilots on the plane. I was a year and 20 days old when he was killed. After the war ended, my mother reunited with an old friend, Frank Hewitt, who served in the Pacific and lost sight in 1 hour. They've been acquainted in high school and eventually married. Together they had 3 children. Their boys and a girl. Frank turned out to be a good husband, good dad, and an excellent businessman. Not necessarily all 4 kids worked in the business, and the business was very successful and still survives today. Mom bought the Still House in Fort Myers Beach in 1972, and we've been coming here ever since. I built the home here in 1989. Brother Bruce bought a house here a couple of years later. By the way, he retired as Brigadier General from the National Guard. Brenda purchased Mom's house when she passed away, and Brother Steve rents a house here during the season. So all the kids are still very close. When Palky brought up this service project, she had the support of all of us. What better place to honor our parents than the place they enjoyed so much? They passed away about 20 years ago, but there are thousands of veterans who deserve to be remembered for their service to us. This plaque will serve to remind those that passed by the sacrifices made by so many that enable us to enjoy the freedoms we have. If it weren't for the United States military, there would be no United States. Now I would like to introduce Marjorie H. Henry, President of the Federation of Garden Clubs. Marjorie is a native Floridian. She lives in Fort Lauderdale. Spent 30 years in special education. And right now she raises llamas. I guess as a hobby. She's got 40 of them. Keeps her busy, I'm sure. Marjorie.
We are here this morning to pay tribute to our armed forces. While we go about our daily lives and while we sleep, the men and women of our armed forces fly the skies, sail the seas, and guard our shores, ensuring our safety. They stand ready at a moment's notice to defend our great country. We must never take them for granted, and we must never forget them. And we do not. With every step of the honor guard, at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and with every drumbeat on our nation's patriotic holidays, we remember. When we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, we remember. And as the last lingering tap notes resound in the distance, we remember. Today, we remember all those who have set aside their personal goals and aspirations in order to preserve our way of life. We honor those fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, and sons and daughters who have sacrificed their tomorrows for our todays. And further remembering, we dedicate the Blue Star Memorial Marker being unveiled here today to the honor and glory of all those men and women who have served and are now serving or will serve the young people there in our armed forces of this proud nation so that we may continue to live in freedom. In life, these loyal patriots give a full measure of devotion, and in death, they gave their all for the land they loved, these United States. It's so beautiful here. It's so beautiful here. Therefore, it is with great pride that the members of the National Garden Clubs and the Estero Island Garden Club, in cooperation with the Florida Federation of Garden Clubs and the Fort Myers Beach Library, formally dedicate this Blue Star Memorial Marker in honor of our veterans. This memorial shall stand as a symbol for all to see, lest we forget those who help keep us free. May this marker be a constant reminder of the sacrifice made by the valiant men and women being honored here today, your families. And may their sacrifices also serve as an instrument to promote eternal peace among all nations. And now, Director Poser, on behalf of the Estero Island Garden Club and the Florida Federation of Garden Clubs, we present this Blue Star Memorial Marker for permanent display here at the library. Thank you. I'm sorry, I get so emotional.
We'll have the acceptance of the marker. And Cletus Poser, Fort Myers Beach Director of the Library. President of the Estero Island Garden Club. We'll have the tribute of flowers. America the Beautiful. Next, we'll have the benediction of Reverend Samantha.
Thank you. And as each and I've Methodist Church is located right behind the library, I enjoy walking to the library, and so to see this memorial each time I walk by, it's just something special for the family. Please join me in prayer. Oh God, as we depart from here, we are thankful for this beautiful day. Thankful for all that have made this day possible. The Faroe Island Garden Club, that we now have this memorial marker. God, we are so thankful for all of those that have served, for their families. God, we are able to be here to remember those that have served, to honor those. And as we leave here, we are filled with humble and gracious hearts. Let us remember you, O God. Let us remember those who have served and for those who are continuing to serve. In your holy and precious name, amen.
Echoing taps will be Mary Sidney and Scott. Retiring the colors, Virginia ROTC Cypress Lake High School.
We'll just have a seat. I really would like to open and vote and call on thank you for being here, taking part in this dedication. But I think I'd be remiss if I didn't ask all of the members of the board minor to be strong to stand. Please, if you're please stand. These ladies have worked hard for years. You can see their work at the Bay Oaks, here, various places around the island. And thank you very, very much. We'd also like for you to join us on for some cookies and maybe some refreshments over here at the table before you leave. So please come over and join us. Glad to visit with you. Thank you for being out here today and enjoying.
Thank you, Tom. We have a special gift for you from the library. Thank you for your donation and making this a wonderful day for touching memories. Thank you all for coming. Cookies.